Hey, what's going on, y'all? You already know what it is. But this video is like a quick response to Howard Stern's little so-called knowing what gamers are or whatever. I thought it kind of funny. I didn't even hear the whole thing. I was like, damn, that's the most stereotypic shit I ever heard in my life. I mean, that's like I'll use my race for example. I like saying all black people are gangsters. Like everybody. I mean, all black people that carry guns. Might as well say that shit. That's all I'll tell Howard Stern. I'm like, so you telling all gamers pretty much, you know what I'm saying, like, be in the basement, have no life, stay with their mom and dad, and all that shit. But I want to say that dude was off the chain. I mean, at first I thought he was funny. I'm not taking that away from him. I do have some funny clips or whatever, but after that, I just lost my total respect. I'm like, you can't just think of that's just showing ignorance pretty much because you don't know the gamer at all. Like there's like a lot of gamers. Y'all know exactly who they are. I don't even got to name them. There's a lot of gamers who have careers in gaming and they have sponsors and they get paid just to play games. I'm not even hating on them, but that's love doing your own. That's like being a professional basketball player, pretty much. Everybody and their mama want to be a professional basketball player, but they don't want to say shit about that. Same thing with baseball, soccer, hockey, bowling, all that stuff. But they don't want to say nothing about that, but they say stuff about gamers. I mean, you go what the money's at, pretty much. I mean, jobs these days anyway is being low. It's going low. Everybody knows that. I know it, you know it. So if gamers can make a quick buck, just what I'm saying, playing their favorite game, then shit, I say go for the gusto. I mean, that's for anybody. I mean, if they love it that much and it's like a hobby and they're good at it and they feel like they can go into competitive tournaments and do all that and meet people at the same time, I say go for the gusto. But I will say there are people that don't want to do nothing with their life, period, and just play games. Yeah, that is it. But he talking about all gamers is like that, and that's not true. And I'm trying to speak on the people because, like myself, I'm like an all-around person, pretty much. I play basketball. That's my number one sport. I bowl, and my hobby is video games. When I'm not trying to waste gas, especially when gas is like what the fuck stash right now. So I was like, this dude off the chain. I saw my boy Big Shell made a video. I was like, damn, Howard Stern was on that bullshit. But I'm just speaking on the gamers that they do have a life. They do have friends outside of gaming. They do go places and all that stuff. Because I'm one of them. And there's plenty of more that just like me just do all those things. But at the same time, they got gaming as a hobby. Some can do all that and be a tournament and still beast. And then there's others who don't do all that. They just play games and do tournaments and they beast in tournaments. But they got sponsors too. They get money too. So I'm just saying, like, pretty much, like, not all gamers is like basements, man. That's why I lost, like, total respect for that man when he said that. I'm like, so you telling me, like, because I have a job, I'm staying at a spot, paying rent, you know what I'm saying? Paying this go, being like an average person, working and all that stuff, and do hobbies like my sports and my games and hanging out with my friends and all that stuff. And then you go talking about all gamers is like basements. I'm like, might as well just go follow with it. So that shows how ignorant he is. So to all my gamers, y'all know exactly who y'all are. To all my gamers who does have a life, you know what I mean? And like do all those other things, then when you relax and after a hard day's work or whatever, you do what you like to do. It's like I'm just tripping that he really said that. And I'm like, dang. But like I said, it is what it is. I mean, if that's how he really feels, then we know how his mind is, how he thinks of the world. So he's not better than just because he has millions or whatever doesn't make it that he's better than all of us. So anyway, that's my little quick response of it. Like I said, I thought that was just some stereotyping shit, so I had to like post it because I don't tolerate, what I'm saying, like stereotyping. Everybody has different backgrounds, Don't matter how the color of the skin, don't matter what the clothes they wear or whatever. They have a background. It's all about their background. And if you choose not to know their background, that shows that you're an ignorant mother. No, no, but seriously, like if you choose not to find out their background, it shows that what type of person you are, and you just judge them automatically because that's what he did. He just judged from what he saw or judged what his so-called interviewers saw in that convention. So they don't know none of their backgrounds or whatever. Some, before you know it, he can think that some has full-time jobs. Probably, I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking, probably making more money than him, but they like to do video games and go to tournaments and shit. So who is he to say that, all gamers live in a basement or whatever, however way you say it. I don't even give a fuck how they say it. I'm just saying, like, I just support, saying, like, the gamers out there that they do all those things outside of gaming and then they come back and do what they like to do. I mean, that's what life is all about. You do what you like to do. Don't let nobody tell you anything else. If you like to go and drink, get your Clummet on, you know what I'm saying? Bang chicks with no rubbers. But then that's on you. You just do that shit then. Or if you like to hoop it up, you know what I'm saying, doing 3-on-3 tournaments or 5-on-5 tournaments and all that shit, then you do that shit. That's what life is all about. You do what you like to do. So, with that being said, I got to train some more on this tournament. I got to train more on probably Street Fighter. I made some good progress with Street Fighter. And I got to make it like a little quick shout out to, I had a conversation with Ken Kendrick. And I asked him about Vega because he used Vega and shit. So I asked him, like, what do you think is best I could put it to my gaming style. Then when he told me about, like, certain things, I was like, yeah, it's over. So hopefully I'm going to train some more with that shit. So I want to try that tournament too. So Howard Stern, you can say what you want to say. And if you still think that way, you know what you can do. I will talk to y'all later. With love. Peace.